Yeah, Eternal Fire's map pick here to open up, and I think it's going to be important that they start this one with a bit of pace, with some wind in their sails here. If you're able to catch Vitality a little bit sleepy, put them on the back foot early, that would be great news for Eternal Fire. They look for this mid control in the pistol, looking like an A-split taking shape, but maybe this is all a ruse, as they've actually taken a temple routing all the way through the spawn. So, wow, trying to come at this from the unorthodox angle of wrapping in through heaven. It looks like Apex is ready for this. It's a heavy lean over towards the A site. Match and Wycadia might have opened up, but there's still this double main play left to get past. It's only Rops left standing. Clean tap on the first man in. They've given Rops a couple of chances here, but as that bomb gets planted, the opportunities for Rops to find his way back into the round should follow with it. A wide swing as he's forced a lot of these awkward 1v1s out of Eternal Fire. But nothing connects for Rops, and that's the end of the line. Eternal Fire start this one strong with a pistol round locked in.
Not every day you see a site split from 3 positions. They're coming through camera, storage, and CT and A main at the same time. So a surprising pistol for Eternal Fire catches Vitality off guard, despite the stag. Vitality pay the price of that swing in middle. Pistol going the way of the tease. Like that wider molly as well. It means no one can stand in front of the molly as they often do and still get a bridge peek off. They have to play back. Flame Z hits his Deeg onto the in-game leader, who's got a call from behind now as Vitality get aggressive.
Move gets punished though. Wycadia and Xantares ready for it. And they're going to be 2 players that have to keep this pressure on. Not be afraid to bail Eternal Fire out. They're the 2 you want shining bright to open. And Xantares is certainly living up to that hype right now. A stellar 4K put forward there to regain control over that 4v5 for Eternal Fire.
But 4 players are here, so Eternal Fire do want to go.
Yeah, so much of this round is hinging on Eternal Fire actually winning these A fights, because if you look at Magic, he's at no util from the get-go. And at first I thought that meant he would want to go in early, right, and lead the charge, but he's instead left to his own devices. I think this mid lurk is looking to come in very, very late and cut down rotates. So for this plan to work for Eternal Fire, they've got to get past Rops, and they've managed that. 2 players on the fast rotate through camera. There's still this slow-burning Magic lurk taking place, but they have to stop this spillover through the connector. Awkward TK there for Mezzi. I don't know what just happened, but it meant the Magic collects his 1 kill from middle and everything works out swimmingly for Eternal Fire. What just happened with double agent Mezzi? I don't know how that went down.
I cannot tell you. Maybe he was, I think he was in camera judging by the death position, so maybe he was holding behind ZywOo and ZywOo stepped into his shot.
Well, they put their best man on the job to try and reel in some of these A main plays. ZywOo, only armed with the Deagle, gets the spot off at least, calls for these rotates back in, but it's the pace from Eternal Fire. They recognize the room they've been given here. ZywOo with that Deeg over in heaven, going to struggle to get involved. It's Flames on this rotate in that might make all the difference. That Hero M4 nails 3 for Eternal Fire, and suddenly what was feeling like a done round has been called into question. It's only Wycadia left fighting, trying to bait the peek out that rifle. He's dealt with the big item, but Mezzi's D gets revenge. And Maja once again on this late lurk out through middle. Vitality have seen this one before, and this time they're ready for it.
Oh, they're checking on timing. He could absolutely shoot ZywOo in the back of the head right now. Which route does he go? Back up heaven, 18 seconds. It feels like a save right now. It feels like a save, but he's caught them off guard. Mezzi covered by ZywOo. They do get it together.
Yeah, heads up from ZywOo, right, to push and take main away. It meant that even if Magic dealt with both players in the site, he just didn't have the space to win that round, the time to win it. It's this stellar 3K out of Flamesy on the Hero M4. And there you go.
Let him know. Vitality also got that spot. They saw the AWP, so they can play accordingly. Not give him a pick in water, not go for an A main aggress. Forcing Eternal Fire to make the next moves. And some util trading in con as Flames pulls back. He gets blocked. Mezzi, again, kind of kills his teammate in a way. He blocked him into that position, and Flames, he couldn't escape. Now Mezzi's got to make up for it. back of the B bomb site. ZywOo gets stuck in as well. The util is buying time, but it won't stop the inevitable.
Oh, ZywOo, awkward spray.
Oh dear.
And now it falls just to Apex. The captains clash and Magic comes out ahead.
Great trading, but this round's done.
And they're quick to capitalize, 5-1 up as a few awkward missteps for Vitality. But Mezzi, most notably, has gifted over a big lead to Eternal Fire.
As Eternal Fire has shown A play after A play, it allows a fast flank. Vitality have pushed A main, but they're really relying on Flamesy and Mezzi to hold the line.
Here's the exec taking shape. That flank's still not getting activated for Vitality, so it's not going to come through quickly. You need kills out of these B defenders or else this round could be written off. And it's only the one and done from Flames. Vitality start to arrive now, but if they're not gifted a kill quickly, this... Oh, well, there it is, ZywOo. No accounting for that, even tried his hand at the second wall bang. They still lose Apex. They go tit for tat with Eternal Fire in the post plant. Rops' flank taking so long to materialize, and it looks like it's never going to come through. 1 for 1 as they first pull up to the site will not be enough for Vitality to look at this round with interest. Instead, they try and save, hold on to the AWP, hold on to the M4, play the long game, but even that AWP gets removed before all is said and done.
Get a rusty shot for ZywOo.
The one kill he's hit on the AWP is a chance wallbang.
Yeah. My oh my. Not the game to begin for Vitality. I feel like this must be a frustrating start to the season for Rops because he's been left on the wrong side of the map in the majority of these rounds. Kind of late retake that's not really winnable unless your AWP gets that pick. Mezzi caught by a well-placed Molotov at the back of the site.
He threw that out in the one round they won, thinking it was going to be, oh, this is it, this is where we really get going, boys, but that has just not been the case.
Hey, they're not screaming back. Eternal Fire are dialed in, focused for this one. Not going to be able to find Flamesy in this corner, but Oscar looks a little curious about this position. It's the flash that works. Woxic avoids it and finds that pick. Yeah, the desk will maybe a little surprised of this map coming out. It's not been the go-to for Eternal Fire recently, but look at the util sets they're throwing. They've got some cool ideas on this T side. Even that Molly to get them into con. It blocks ZywOo's line with the AWP. Now they're creeping into B. The bomb had middle, but it drops back, and Rops gets caught on the flank. Bit by bit, Vitality crumble. And Eternal Fire with 5 alive, looking to put that bomb down and lock in an 8th round. The ideas have been really cool. They've won on both bomb sides, right? They've done A-pops out of nothing, where they're contacting A main and Vitality don't have that info. They've won it into double, triple stacks, but they've also had succinct B executes right there. It's all con control. They don't even split B. They just get into con from the B main nades and then execute out together.
Yeah, this is super impressive from Eternal Fire. It's been a very well-cooled game put forward from Magic. He's brought the individual performance to it as well.
Oh my God, that's
he's looking so sharp right now, is Magic.
That's crazy.
No, I think, you get Magic at his best when he has looked into what an opponent brings to the table, when he's really been going over. These AWPs aren't in play, and even when they are, they haven't been an issue.
Oh dear. Oh my God.
Even there, where you have a play to try and open. Oh, Xantares with the turn in mid. Everything's getting countered. Rops with the aggression over at main. He could uproot this round if he finds the bomb. Match has been spotted. He doesn't have to commit to this fight. He does not have to commit to this. Rops is going to try and battle forward, and Magic Core getting aggressive. It's all left onto Woxic. Chases down Rops for control over this bomb, but he can't get a bearing, can't get a beat on the guy, and so Rops makes it happen. Finally, another round comes through for Vitality. After a drought on this CT half, it's Rops with the aggression.
Yeah, flash setup to send the SMG in, but with the AWP on a long angle, this could still get dangerous. Apex can only swing foresight safely. There it goes. He jumps around the corner, but Xantares is too clean with it. Gets a 5v4, gets out. Eternal Fire able to group now. And they've just gone through this con smoke every single time. They've not... Again, the same block on B. Vitality looking uncomfortable as Eternal Fire set up for a set piece.
And you've been feeling shadows of that all across this game. No one feels comfortable in their position. They try to force a fight down into Xantares, but that's not the guy you want to be locked in with. Xantares, they go to him, they get put in his cage, and Xantares collects, immediately putting Eternal Fire back on the path to victory here. If there's one guy it's seeming we can rely on, it is Xantares. A beautiful sequence to open up, right? This shot onto Apex. It's the instant flick back. And then a gift of this double kill walking into him down in dark.
Xantares, man. Put him on land. It's a different beast entirely. Wycadia runs in through the main smoke, pulls a bit of a bluff. Eternal Fire getting loosey-goosey in the last round, but they can afford to. Can EF pull it back from a man down? Hard mode now. Xantares 17-5. 20 kills in the first half would be a pretty nice score. Let's see if he can drag us there. Gives away the nades. Focused on the fight. But the flank this time is well-timed. Can Vitality get behind them?
Oh, that's really awkward.
Okay.
But it is controlled. Rop's able to regain control over the AK there. And Xantares has also been picked up. We haven't really had to see what the rest of Eternal Fire are capable of here. It's just Jota and Woxic left in this. Woxic throwing up on the boost, but look at the stack for Vitality. They've got everyone over here, bomb down in the water. This is not an easy round to try and get back into. 40 seconds left as Vitality shoot for a third.
Yeah, they need this round, so they're just going to say, don't throw, let's just win it. Be boring, wait it out, there's 30 seconds. Vitality will call it the bare minimum, 3 rounds on the CT side unless something unthinkable happens. Surely not. Woxic overwhelmed, and that is the 3 the Vitality need if they were to stand a chance on Eternal Fire's map pick.
Yeah, it's spearheaded with a great performance from Xantares. Magic in there is the unlikely candidate right behind him.
Oh no.
No stars emerged yet for the squad of Vitality. That's going to have to change in this second half. Not a bad start in the pistol. An awkward TK lobbed into the mix. Sees Vitality with one hell of an advantage that they will press to the fullest extent. B site opened, and Wycadia left in an unwinnable clutch. 1v5 with the dual Berettas.
So get back on, really, because this is the same score we saw Spirit pull the map back against Heroic yesterday. They were 9-3 down. They won a pistol round. They won that game at the final hour.
And Eternal Fire don't want to give Vitality that much room or respect. Now, you know when you're going up against Rops on these A-lurks where he's going to be hiding out. This is how he likes to play it, but still, he's made it expensive. There's success found all across the board in this B hit in the meantime. And so the triple push over at A might have been for naught, unless Wycadia can be the difference maker. Great timing on this flank. Gonna blindside Apex as the first man in. They know that Xantares is going to look to come through dark, through the water position, and so flushing out Wycadia early gives you a lot more breathing room if you're Vitality.
Yeah, great double swing there. They get the nades in, they go for the fight together, knowing they're on the clock. You don't want to give Eternal Fire a chance to reset and collapse on you in a 2v2. Vitality forced the important kill.
This is the round you have to convert. There's that opening kill that you've been waiting for all half long.
Big molly and escape.
Being able to reconstruct this 2-man defense, even a third player shuffling over. If they can buy a bit of time, Xantares is about to pad out this A side of the map. Woxic and Wycadia don't offer up a single fight. They wait for their teammates over in camera, and Eternal Fire play that round perfectly. They min-max every advantage they're given.
Without it, this could have been close to even. Nice setup, boost over the smoke. See anyone entering main. Rops might be in a world of hurt. Oh, no way. He creeps under, but Woxic catches something in a slither.
But his shots continue to route through. They know that AK is still there. They expect the AWP is floating around. They just don't have any real estate anywhere else on the map here. All they have is middle and A main. That's all the makings of the A split.
25 seconds, they've got to get going, they've got to get moving. Flamesy coming in through camera, we need a crisp entry from him, and that's exactly what we're waiting for. Woxic on his own in the middle of the open, nowhere to go. He's just got to fire off, 2 shots connect. Eternal Fire are biting. They're coming back in through the camera. They're not waiting. They're not relenting. Mezzi just gets in heaven in time, but I don't know if ZywOo can escape their grasp. 1v3 for Mezzi. He starts strong.
First kill goes his way short. Oh, that's a clean follow-up onto Maja. And now Jota, new man in the jersey, feeling all the pressure. Tap on the bomb, but Mezzi knows he wasn't sticking that. It's the commit this time from Jota as Mezzi calling his bluff, swinging out, can't get an angle. And so defuse held. Jota with balls of steel just commits to that defuse and robs the round, robs the clutch out from Mezzi's nose.
He is so open to heaven in that clutch as well. The balls to stick that bomb. That is a perfect post plant for Mezzi, but he peeks from the wrong side of the site and can't catch a whiff. Woxic double impact as well. And ice cold from the new boy on Eternal Fire.
Plant there gives the chance to Vitality to still bring something into this round, but that's a gift that won't be given again unless they turn this all around. Mezzi, can he be a difference maker? 2 quick kills over at the B site. The rest of Vitality poised for the A hit, and Wycadia here alone will not have support. He's got to win this battle all on his lonesome. Here they come, and it's an awkward swing for Wycadia.
Wycadia having trouble, certainly, on the CT side.
I mean, you know, it's a nice kind of counter call there. A nice idea because this game has been slow and respectful for the most part. Both teams kind of giving each other a good degree of runway to set up these plays. Eternal Fire having started to shift away from some of these early aggressive moves as the game has gone on. A punishing hunt in at the close for Flames as well means that no guns saved forward for Eternal Fire.
Robs looked like he wanted to go. He may still. That molly is not deep. He can path behind it, so he will. Woxic, nice line, hits his shot. Oh, boost up. Haven't seen this. Antara's trying to get cheeky. It feels very constricting with that smoke down. Can't get a good view, and he's very slow.
Matcher and Jota in the side. They've got Zantares nearby to shore up the defense.
Oh my God.
Blind on Flames, but he's committed to this push. Sent into the Lion's Den.
Ouch.
And these Lions got claws and teeth. They're all battling back. It's only ZywOo. 1v5, but he's making it happen. Hold on a second. Is ZywOo onto something here? Has the spot to Zantares. The ball was well and truly rolling, but Zantares puts a stop to it.
That is some of that classic ZywOo BS though that you're talking about. Just smoke shot the first player or the second player through, but too many targets, not enough time. There's 15 on the clock. Eternal Fire able to run it dry. And that is map point for the underdog. Great save on a spray for Zantares on that broken smoke. Does Vitality no favors. Yeah, sigh of relief for Maja. ZywOo in a 1v5, you don't count yourselves out. Playing pretty passive positions on this CT side for the most part. Vitality take A main. And they're the ones waiting now. ZywOo has to hit that. He can't. Robs walks into the crosshair of Zantares, and he is so reliable. 26 and 10. Magic calls off, sees 2 at the front of B. Eternal Fire know the default is not done. 40 seconds. Vitality have to pick their site, and they've got to pick it now.
Even regrouping here, like regrouping without giving info is a big problem. Flames has no choice but to run a little if he wants to meet up with his team. And so even that is just drip feeding more and more info to Eternal Fire. Zantares, as a result, ready for this lurk in through middle. Eternal Fire might have taken them a moment to put a stop to this, but now it's only ZywOo between them and the win on Anubis. Manages to drop into the site, a chance for the plant, but they charge at him. Knife pulled for Xantares. He wants this personal, and ZywOo stab to put a close to Anubis. Eternal Fire do good on that 9-3 lead. It might have been labored, but they lock in their map pick to open up this series.
So on Mirage, expectations similarly high. Apex out from under. This could be dangerous if he loses all these grenades. He gets his molly out, but the smoke will just fall in the way. Maja spotting them out middle, trying to keep them at bay as Vitality look to split.
This is Xantares wanting to take all the fights he can to open up.
Triple B or Xantares, what do you prefer? It's two rough options. They're just going to walk back under. I think at this point, Eternal Fire know exactly what's going on. Oh, Match has missed this. This is a weird flank, and he's missed it entirely. Flames could be on an interesting lurk here. That's a shot to get some revenge.
All right, that's one way to deal with Xantares. Still, there's these dual Berettas. Jota holds the line with a double, and Wycadia just trying to buy some time here. Mezzi looks to chase down this last man, but reinforcements arrive. Wycadia does his job.
Now that could be interesting. Vitality, though, up against the bonus round, more than favored on this B hit. Maja just gets decimated, domed by the Brit as they come flying into the bomb site. Wycadia, no cover, no room to move. Xantares can cut down ZywOo on catwalk, but even that is not assured as ZywOo hits him and puts Vitality in the picture for their first. Dinner bell rings and ZywOo comes running for the kills. Not letting anyone escape. And Apex should have this one if ZywOo doesn't. Either way, he's dead. Surely. Surely.
Oh yeah, he is massively screwed. There's the push in from Flames, who's keeping up his...
In general, the position is new, and you could see him not looking his usual self. This is where you'd hope that could get flipped on its head.
Oh, 100%. I think some of Flames' best moments in his career have been on this map.
Absolutely.
In a variety of different jerseys, too. Always one he's felt very at home on, even now finding a timing down here in mid.
Wow.
Xantares just clotheslines him straight through the connector and looks to take that straight up fight in middle.
He got a spot and he just hunts that kill down. He doesn't let him get into ladder. Eternal Fire don't buy the fake smokes in middle. Vitality walk through the fade. It is this A split with Jota trying to cover the lurk. Apex putting pressure on, gonna get hunted down. He heard the first steps. He's not ready at all for that push. In the site is Woxic. There are layers and layers of defense in A, and there is no breaking through for Vitality. Vitality stacked on ramp. And they don't have the utils along this out. They just got to go.
Glad that they've gone back to something a bit more group, though. The early defaulting has worked for them on that previous map, but here they've struggled to get too much results out of it. This time it's something more standard, more grouped, but it's been split up here by the util. The molly down over in Palace, and Woxic just has an open sightline into ramp. It's all about Woxic. That AK pulled, no AWP needed. Woxic puts his best foot forward in defense of this A site, and there should be no hope for Flames. AK scavenged, but he's really got his work cut out for him. Woxic's been hot on the repositions here, looking to constantly keep them guessing. And there's that team play again while he's busy hunting down Woxic. Maja swings out spawn side and puts a stop to it.
Yeah, I don't like that pace change from Mezzi. They get out ramp, they get stuck Tetris, but then after the molly comes in Palace, and I think it was Apex getting blocked, Mezzi just swings in alone. Robs isn't there to trade him because he's still holding default. They knew Woxic was there, and Apex is blocked by the molly. It allows Woxic to get 1v1s. A few seconds delayed for Mezzi could have allowed his in-game leader to trade him. But Woxic gets a big three-piece on the site. Stare into that monitor. Oh!
Crazy catch for Wycadia, and there's the Woxic AWP to extend that advantage one step further. Oh, everywhere Vitality go, it's just a disaster. It's only Flames left from this initial foray out in the middle, but him and Mezzi have made this interesting. 2v5, reclaimed to a 2-on-3. That bomb down in top middle, though, and Flames is the candidate who's got to go back and get it. What is that, Ana Zantares? Oh, God, it's disgusting.
He's a freak right now. There's no time to get the bomb. If you go for the bomb, you're not winning the round. That's the issue. Flames has to bait out players to chase him in middle. By the time he gets to the bomb, there's no time to find a site. So he is saving in the middle of the war zone in mid here. Vitality poking and prodding. They want this A site.
Oh, man! Flames just got destroyed. Zantares 180 Apex. Oh, God, it's all going so wrong for Vitality. But for Eternal Fire, they physically cannot make a mistake right now. Crazy flick from Woxic to open. Then matched by the 180 out of Zantares. Even when they're not looking the right way, they're still destroying Vitality. This is so fast, you can barely even register it in the slow-mo for crying out loud. There's the 180 from Zantares.
Dude, it's pixel perfect. And burnt down of Vitality.
Look, all I'm saying is you've got to get in at the ground floor, get in early with Eternal Fire, because they are starting this season off strong. Fast hop into the A site. First time Eternal Fire really had to repel something this direct, this fast from Vitality. They lose Woxic early. That's an all picked up for this post plant as the bomb goes down. A Hail Mary thrown in from Vitality. But this is what we mean. Nothing's going wrong. Everything's going right for Eternal Fire. Smoke spam connects, tipping the scales in their favor. Flames dons the AWP as ZywOo's Deagle's on the board next. They're still reclaiming these kills. And the no-scope connects for Flames. Left to Wycadia in the clutch, and he can't catch his bearings. Finally, Vitality break through.
Hey, get something, all right. It's about time. It's been a very quiet series from Vitality where Flamesy is just trying to drag them through rounds.
This time they've been a bit more conservative about how they fight middle. Nades still find good damage onto Apex, but this whole portion of the map is dark right now for Eternal Fire.
Zantares looks for some
Insane
light.
fight to try and take in middle, but it speaks to where his mind's at. ZywOo gets his name up on the board. And that's a keen opener to find on that AWP. Eternal Fire know about it now.
Oh, stat.
Another one back from ZywOo on that AWP. Zantares hanging out back at the spawn, but they've already lost so much control and their money is on the line here. This might have to be a very early save called. A couple of kills go the way of that ZywOo AWP. A feature that Vitality have not been able to count on in this series yet. And that's all it takes for them to find the round.
Once the round is confirmed. Doesn't matter. 8-3, Vitality looking for scraps as Eternal Fire sit confident. Good flash, good pace. Apex runs out middle, but there's still an AWP to worry about. Flick down for Woxic, as simple as that, and he gets out without a blemish.
Yeah, it always feels like Woxic has a higher chance of hitting the target when he's not looking at them. A very fast player, and another from Woxic's AWP. It's all left onto ZywOo. Got the ball rolling on the last 1vx. We saw this guy attempt. It was a 1v5 go at it back on Anubis. This time 1v4, but the bomb has been located. Eternal Fire hold all the cards. Can ZywOo be the ace up the sleeve of Vitality? He's not ready for the deep push, so Eternal Fire, bit of revenge down the tail end of that first half. They run away with 9 rounds on the CT side. They've got to lock in because they could do all the lifting for this series here and now.
Yeah, quad A setup though.
Torres, first in, first to fall, fed to the Ropstool Berettas. So the first outing into this A site does not pan out for Eternal Fire. 3-man stack here for Vitality as well, with a 4th man nearby in the form of ZywOo. Rops with a swing. A swing that goes punished by Woxic. And that's going to open up the route to this A play. They've got Mezzi trapped in a box. He takes one to the grave. It's about as much as you could have hoped for Mezzi there. This was all teed up for Apex, but missed shots means ZywOo's going to be that guy. 2 kills, you'd think that's enough, as it's Jota left up in this clutch. And a big order ahead of him.
He wants to fight for the round. He wants to risk the 1v1, but his position is unorthodox, unlikely to be checked. The stick comes in for Jota, and he should be a dead man walking. Miss shot!
Oh, no!
Jota's got a chance!
Low on health. Jota with the reposition. Tucks himself in up close and walks it over the finish line. Jota blessed in that 1v2.
Coming out with a clean win like this.
I mean, you just saw the celebration there from Eternal Fire. They know that winning that pistol has teed them up to take this series. Mezzi's Deagle and Apex's Scout, all that stand between them and this B site, but a lot of damage has been done early. You don't want that 1v2 to have all been in vain. Now's the time to capitalize. Now's the time to do the damage, but it's Apex's Scout out on an island, softening them up. This is all starting to come to a bit of a rough end for Eternal Fire as it's grinded to a halt in the apartments. They are giving these scouts the long-range fights, and they might come to regret it. Madger in the clutch. It can't be another clutch up for Eternal Fire, surely, as Madger looks to repeat the feat that Jota just put forward in the pistol round. Flames with the Scout, holds on, and Madger creeps right into it.
I thought he knew he was Cat. I thought he had that info. Was he scared that Flames got a repos in and managed to get into the site? That's a strange one to lose. A very nice try for Madger, but my God, Vitality may have just saved their bacon in this series. Hitting some important Scout shots and a Deagle to start it all off. Could be the start of something here for Vitality, but again on Anubis, the breathing room.
That round felt like a very unorthodox, almost mistake for Eternal Fire. Letting the Scouts have that much runway to whittle them down on the push through the apartments. Wouldn't be surprised if this one is far more direct. They barrel in, trying to get past Mezzi. Rops hold on, buying time for ZywOo to make his way over, but it's far from comfortable. ZywOo will get there, but not for long. Dead after the first. Rops is still hanging in there. Finally bested, finally dropped out of the round. And so that's the plant teed up for Eternal Fire. Vitality of the group for this retake. The nades have done good damage to soften up this site hold. Madger's making a play. Sneaks past Flamesy in at the market, but he's gone right past him. Didn't turn around, didn't check for this. Now he's got the element of surprise, slipping into the market. Flames turns, Flames checks it. And so that miss for Madger, that misread on Flames, hidden in the same smoke he played through. And the round is snatched away. Vitality slowly but surely trying to find a path back into this map.
Jota looking for a dig out ramp. The rest are quad B, contact, and there's actually only Mezzi in the site. I don't want to prophesize anything on an armless round, but if there were a way, this would be it.
Support's going to be a long way away. Nice. That's an important lineup for Mezzi, who keeps this contained. The one man defending the B site makes it look easy.
Crisp.
And so a flawless round put forth from Vitality. 3 rounds between these squads now. As that gap, the early forces, it's all closed up.
The weapon to grab. They're going to keep the pressure on this B bomb side again. They're jumping out. There's only 3 Ts here right now. Apex and Mezzi alone, rather. Back of bench gets a double, but Apex is here in the middle of the site as Wicardia pulls nades. The bomb has been lost. This round has crumbled apart for Eternal Fire on an overly eager B push, forcing a save at the minute mark. Yeah,
look, I mean, if the first 3 times they tried it didn't trigger a change in the game plan for Eternal Fire, this one certainly should. Because these hits have not been getting closer. You've not been able to replicate the same success you found there early on. You know, when they were first hitting B, at least they were taking the space. They were in positions to get that bomb planted.
Looks like they're more focused on trapping this player on the A side. But I'm not too worried for Xantares. He doesn't even have to swing, but he chooses to. And Rops kills him, I think, even after the clock. So that is not ideal for Eternal Fire. Great B holds for Mezzi on the CT side. He's done it time and time again.
Only looking to hit that B site. They finally have to look elsewhere. And so this is the round where they spread out. They look to take middle. Let's see if they're up to the task. Haven't had to worry about this yet, but that's a nice opening found from Woxic, who sits back on that AWP and waits for Flames to make the opening move.
And the bomb in middle. That will put a lot of fear in Vitality, but is it enough fear to discount this stack? With an entry coming in the Palace, it only pushes them further into it.
They found Robs. They're really close to dealing with Mezzi. Once they've dealt with those two, they should have a clear idea that B is empty, but they're just going to follow through with this game plan. The A split moving on in, and Xantares is quick with the trade. It's going to fall to ZywOo. Now, this series has been kept alive for Vitality by the strength of their B anchors. In this 1v4 clutch attempt, these are the rounds that ZywOo is supposed to bring Vitality. But misses the timing on a player getting out ramped. No info. Quick up does deal with Wycadia. But look at that minimap. Eternal Fire keeping him boxed in here. The best path is to fight forward for ZywOo. But a lot of time ticked off this bomb. And no fights being given over. Nothing coming for free in this clutch attempt. ZywOo's saving now, even uncertain, as the nade from Xantares lobbed in, denies that orb being carried forward. Eternal Fire finally move away from B, and they find instant success.
And we tune back into the Xantares show, the three-piece as well as finding ZywOo on the save and taking away that orb. This pick was huge. Jump spot, finds Mezzi on the stairs, and a crucial trade out connector. So more of that for Xantares is a good sign. It's Robs with the second orb up in the Palace. Looking for this entry kill. Oh, that's just really a little too short. Jota's been solid. That's back-to-back rounds. He's picked Robs out of Palace. A classic aggressive position for Robs on CT side. Denied.
I mean, Rob's even buying up the second orb sign of the times, right? Wanting to make a bit of a change here to some of the options open to him early on. Hope that taking the AWP could have given him an edge in that fight versus Jota. They've crept past ZywOo. He's not even aware that Xantares has made it this deep, and he's just missed the timing on Xantares, making it all the way out to the stairs. He's now in the position that could win this entire series for Eternal Fire. Xantares with it all to do, all to play for, but he's just not being given the targets. Flames with a reposition up on a Palace, dropping down. Flames can't manage the third. And it is Xantares and Woxic spilling through the connector that look to make the greatest difference. Mezzi kept Vitality in this with the B anchoring. Now he's got to be just as flashy in defensive A. Missed shot from the orb gives Mezzi the path. And the foot forward as Mezzi closes. Mezzi keeps Vitality in this on both sides of the map. Only one man survives. They're all in here. Both squads are.
Is this really going to be Vitality dragging us into a third map after a 9-round half? It's one thing on Anubis. It's a different beast on Mirage. And that's with a pistol round for Eternal Fire.
Fast through Cat. It's a B split. A different look to these B offensives. Mezzi tucked in over a bench, and already Vitality have scrambled the rotates, but it might not matter. ZywOo now is to be the defining character in this defining round of this second map. If Vitality do want to claw this one back, they've got to put a stop to Woxic in this clutch. Commits to the plant, that's ballsy already. Goes looking for that ZywOo AWP, and Woxic is real fast with it. Now it's just Flames as the man to beat. Woxic could have victory teed up right here for Eternal Fire. All that's left to do is reach out and grab it. Woxic swings and Woxic wins. 1v2 clutch turns up for Woxic.
Wycadia gets out. Xantares back to his con lurk, moving up behind the smoke. It's up to ZywOo in the site yet again.
And he well open. That is a huge head to find Xantares. Always a problem. He's always going to keep that pressure on, dealing with him early. That's a big sigh of relief for Vitality, but it's not over yet. Woxic trying to make a move will get pincered down in the connector. And so just Wycadia remains. ZywOo will not let him in. And so that ZywOo AWP arrives in a big way.
It's not a pretty buy. It begs B-Rush, Harry. It's all we've seen on this T side. Eternal Fire, don't tell me you're going to do it again when it's all on the line.
Well, this B-hold's been getting better and better with each round that went by, and the whole reason that Vitality have made it this far is because of the strength of this B-hold.
What?
But Mezzi, the guy who's been infallible on this side of the map, falls first to open up this final round.
There it is.
Wycadia steamrolls ahead, popped out of the round by ZywOo. But Vitality, this is uncharted waters. They've got to do it a man down in the retake. This Behold has not faltered. It's not falling apart yet. And in the final round of regulation, it might all fall apart. ZywOo late on the rotate after a missed jump. Xantares aggressive, pushed up at the market. There's the lineup for Xantares. The fires that fuel Madge's war machine continue burning. And the final flames for Vitality fan out as Eternal Fire secure the semi-final and the $63,000 from the head of Vitality. The new season starts slow for this new look Vitality squad, but for Eternal Fire, it's bounty hunting season.